I always have fond memories of my childhood. When I was growing up in China, I used to love to watch my mother cook. We had a very, very small, humble kitchen. But my mom was always a great cook anyway. Our kitchen was open to the air, so when it rains, we couldn't cook because the water dripping all over the place. But we didn't even have tap water, so we have to collect the rainwater. No gas, no electricity, but my mother could always whip up some delicious dishes on this simple coal burner. Outside the kitchen, she raised her own chicken. Now, you can see how convenient, how fresh you can have all this ingredient right next to you. I love everything my mom cooks. So today, we are going to do more Yan family favorite. The first thing I want to show you is a dish. My mom always cooked it ahead of time, so when I get hungry, she said, go to the kitchen and open it up and eat it. You can eat it cold or at room temperature. I call this red cooked chicken wing. All our family favorite tastes wonderful. And this one not only tastes wonderful, very easy to make. Best of both worlds. All I need is some chicken wing, okay? Look at this. Cut this up. Besides the chicken feet, this is the most popular, most favorite part of the chicken in our family. We'll cut this up, put it together. This, you save it for homemade soup stock. And you cut it one more and put it together. Ha, done. And then we save this for tomorrow, okay? And then when this is all nice and ready, we can marinate this. You got to marinate your chicken because by marinating it, it tastes a lot better. So this way you can either bake it or steam it or stir fry it. In the meantime, to save time, we're going to turn on our stove. Look at this. Let's turn it on, okay? We're going to marinate the chicken. Everybody should know, marinate chicken or marinate beef or marinate seafood is very much the same. You use a few things. First, we're going to use some soy sauce. Tiny bit of soy sauce. Not much. Just a tiny bit of sesame seed oil or a tiny bit of cornstarch. Mix them all up, okay? Let it sit for about 15 minutes, okay? And then, when this is nice and ready, you get ready a tiny bit of ginger and garlic because you want to brown this a little bit, okay? Tiny bit of garlic, minced garlic, and tiny bit of ginger. Minced ginger and garlic. If you're doing a dish without the sauce, you can simply use garlic and ginger. But in this particular case, we can save the ginger and garlic for the sauce. Make sure your wok is nice and hot, okay, before you do anything. And then, when it's nice and hot, all you have to do is put some oil. All you have to do is put about a teaspoon, up to 2 teaspoons of oil. Brown the chicken, okay, look at this. Brown the chicken. Look at this. This is what you call excitement. Wow, they're so excited. That thing actually jumps out. I've never seen a chicken so excited. I guess it jumps because these are legs, little legs, wings. Brown it. In the meantime, we're going to turn it down to let it continue to brown. In the meantime, we are going to make the sauce. In this particular thing, I'm going to turn it up in the saucepan, okay? We're going to make a sauce. In the sauce, we're going to have a tiny bit of green onion. Chop it up. Green onion. I'm going to show you all the ingredients. We're going to put the green onion, put a tiny bit of oil so we can make this sauce. I call this master sauce. So you can make this sauce way ahead of time. Whenever you need it, you can just take it out and put it on any dish, whether it's seafood or chicken or turkey or beef. This is done. You remember all the garlic and ginger we have, and the green onion we have. And then put a tiny bit of star anise. This is a piece of star anise for flavoring. We're going to put the star anise over there. And a little stick of cinnamon over there. And also, we have to use approximately 1 cup of chicken broth and a tiny bit of brown sugar. about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and also some dry sherry, 1 to 2 tablespoons of dry sherry. Now this is what is interesting. In this particular dish, I want my sauce to be nice and rich because I want to call red cook, so the sauce will be not only sweet and tasty, but it's very, very rich looking. So we're going to also use a tiny bit of dark soy sauce in a bottle like this, dark soy. 1.5 to 2 tablespoons dark soy and some regular soy sauce. So this will give us a very nice sauce, red Coke sauce. The great thing about this is once it's done, you can use this anytime. The light color soy sauce is normally slightly saltier than the dark color soy sauce. The dark soy sauce is normally richer, thicker, sweeter, and less salty, even though the amount of salt is about the same. So when this is nice and ready, look at this. Nice and brown. Can you see how nicely brown it is? You can see how good it browns. When it's nice and brown, you're going to use this master sauce. And you can use about 1 ladle, 2 ladle. And we are going to cover this up. And we shall let it braise a little bit over low heat. Now, you should never use very high heat. Otherwise, outside will be cooked and the flavor of the master sauce will not be permeate into it. And I want to show you quickly. A lot of people said, how do you do a drumstick to make a drumnet? I'll show you how to do this. Look at it. You cut this up. Look at this. Cut this up, set this aside. And right next to the joint, 1 little slit right here. Can you see that? Right little slit. And you hold on to the tower. And then you can break this. And the whole thing, both bone comes out. Can you see that? And you remove the smaller piece of bone by twisting this, and the whole thing come out. And then you remove. There's nothing to it. So you don't have to get too excited. And then you remove the wingtip for stock pot. And you know what you have? Look. Now you should be ready. Look at it. This is a nice drumstick like this. So it's very easy to do. When it's done, we'll set it aside and we'll check our chicken. Because when our chicken is done, we should serve. Oh, look at this. It's still simmering. When it's done, all you have to do is thicken this up. Thicken this up. Always use 1 portion of cornstarch to about 2 to 3 portions of water. Okay? Do not use too much water. Otherwise, it will be too thin. If you use too much cornstarch in proportion of water, it will turn into a glue. Okay? Turn this, stir this, and you can have a nice thickening sauce. Look at this. When this is done, you're going to transfer this to our plate. The sauce, the chicken wing, 2 chicken wings on each side. And then also have 2 wings in the middle. And I want to show you, this is something with a master sauce you can do. We need total concentration to make the dish look interesting. We'll put one over here. We'll put another one over here. Now you have a sensational red cooked chicken wing. I love the chicken wing. I just did. It's juicy, delicious, and succulent. That's why I call it sensational. When I was growing up in China, my uncle worked in a restaurant in Canton, China. Now they call Guangzhou, China. He used to take me over there, and I hang around the kitchen. We taste everything. This is how I acquire my palate, my taste bud. And one of his favorite is poached fish. So today, I'm going to show you how to make my uncle's favorite poached fish. Okay? Here, you have 1.5 pounds of white fish fillet. You can poach the whole fish. You can poach the chicken. You can poach egg. You can poach anything you like. Here is 1.5 pound of cod. You can use red snapper or halibut, okay, or sea bass. And I cut at an angle like this. And you put it over here. You know why I cut an angle? Because it looks bigger. See? If you cut it right here, it looks you have a less fish. So that's why you always look at like that. If you want, you can cut another piece. Look at this. At an angle like that. You have 3 pieces. More gas, another piece. So you can actually go on and on. You can feed 45 people with this same piece of fish. And then when it's done, we're going to quickly marinate this a little bit. Okay? If you want, you can marinate this and pan fry this or deep fry this. But we're going to poach it, right? All we have to do is get ready some boiling water. Look at this. I've been boiling this boiling water for weeks. You can do this in a big pot, in a stock pot. It depends on how much fish. We'll dump this whole piece of green onion in here, okay? And we'll put about 2 or 3 slices, or 4 slices, or 5 slices. 1, 2, 3, 4. How can you get 5 slices? Cut the darn thing in half. Then you have 5 slices. And then put some salt, okay? About a teaspoon of salt. This way, it will be nice and flavorful. And you put the fish in. Once you poach, what do you call poaching? You put the fish in and boil it at a very low temperature, simmering temperature. You're not boiling it too hard. Otherwise, you're going to make fish chowder, okay? Turn it down a little bit so they are poaching right there. In the meantime, to save time, we're going to make sweet and sour sauce because my uncle always make very good sweet and sour sauce. This is one that you can easily make at home. All I have to do is 1/3 a cup of rice vinegar. Let's turn it on. Let's turn this on. Make sure everything is ready. 1/3 a cup of rice vinegar and about 3 tablespoons of ketchup. Okay, 3 tablespoons. Make sure. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Okay, and brown sugar. I have approximately 2 to 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can use regular sugar. If you like it hot and spicy, use a tiny bit of hot pepper sauce. This would be hot. And also, if you want, you can use a tiny bit of dry sherry, or you can use a tiny bit of oil, because I'm going to put some garlic and ginger also. We'll mince some garlic and ginger. We'll mince ginger. 1, 2, 3. Done. Mince it. And then when the sauce is done, you slightly thicken it up with cornstarch. Look at this cornstarch. When you thicken a dish, you always remember, mix the cornstarch with the water and shake it so they won't get stuck, okay? When this is done, make sure to stir it constantly, otherwise you're going to have lumps, okay? When this is done, you shut it off, set it aside, and we're going to take the fish out. And this is going to be delicious. You know why? Because it is very healthy, because you're not adding any oil in our fish. And poached fish, since I cut it in such a thin slices, it doesn't take too long to cook at all. So we're going to put them all together, okay? I use chopstick to do everything, okay? Let it drain well. I put 1 piece right over here, and I put another piece right over here, and I put another piece right over here, and I put another piece right over here. And this way, you have 4 wonderful looking pieces, okay? When it's done, you put the sauce right over here. Look at this. Looks not only delicious, it's going to look good. And my uncle would be very proud of this particular dish. Look at this. Isn't that look nice? Now, here's another wonderful family favorite from the Yan family, stir-fried pork with preserved vegetable. All you need is pork. Here is about 3/4 pound of lean pork. We're going to slice it up. Also, depends, as I always said, it depends on how many people. You can stretch your piece of pork. This pork can fit anywhere from 2 people up to 250 people, okay? First, you butter fry, so you have twice as big, okay? More people, you butter fry, so it is 4 times as big, okay? If you have more people, you continue to butterfry. Then you end up having pieces about this thin. Let me show you. This is how thin this piece is. Everybody can see that, okay? When this is nice and done, we are going to show you how fast you can do it. If you have a lot of time, you can always cut pieces like this. 1, 2, 3. Transfer one piece. 1, 2, 3. If you don't have time, stack them all up. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. See how you transfer food when you don't have time? Okay. I already showed you how to stretch the budget and how to save time. Marinate this with approximately 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Look at this. Always marinate, tastes better. Also use about 1 teaspoon to half a teaspoon of sugar and a tiny bit of cornstarch, okay? Half a teaspoon. You can skip the sugar if you want. And then marinate this by hand, always more efficient, okay? After this is done, let it set aside. Then you can get ready to cook. In the meantime, you're going to cut up all the vegetable, okay? Because in this particular dish, we need a few vegetables. We're going to cut up some mushroom, shiitake mushroom. In the meantime, save time. We're going to heat up my wok. Line them all up like this. Look at this. Line them all up. Then you can do it all together. Set it aside, put it right here, okay? Now you also have some green onion. 1, 2, 3. Cut it at an angle. Set it aside. Okay. Also have some celery. Now you can cut celery like this. You see? Absolutely no imagination. Or you can cut it at an angle like this. More imagination. Okay. Now, or you can cut it like this. Look. Cut it like this. Much more imagination. So you can do it. But I want to show you quickly. You can actually julienne this. Look at this. This is celery. I cut a big angle like this, and we'll show you how easy it is to julienne. Look at this. You can julienne pieces like this. This is how you do julienne celery. When this is nice and ready, we shall cook. Always make sure the wok is hot. When the wok is hot, you can tell you're too young to smoke. Put a tiny bit of oil here. Make sure to coat it. And then you put all of these pork, everything inside here. Already marinated. Look at this. Listen. Wow. Loose these. And then allow it to sit for a few seconds before you remove it. This way, it would not stick to it. Otherwise, you're going to have pork jerky. Don't just put the meat in the hot water, immediately stir fry, okay? Look at this. This way, I can actually, move them around. Season your wok, and then put all the vegetable right in here, okay? Now, what else do we need? Now, how can I do pork and stir-fried vegetable without preserved vegetable? I remember my mom always make the best preserved vegetable in the world. Every time I ran out, she would always send it to me all the way from China. I sent her a letter 2 months ago, and they never arrived. And I really need them right now.
Mantap.
My mother! Personal delivery. I hope she brought me my wonderful preserved vegetable. 有冇帶到啲榨菜嚟俾我啊？
有。
有。Oh, good. I also make sure my mom brought me the preserved vegetable. Look at this. Preserved vegetable. Now we can turn the head bit off, turn it back on, and we'll go preserved vegetable. Put some over here. Thank you. 多謝，唔該晒啊。I told my mom I truly appreciate that. 嗱，同我攞定呢個嘢喺度啊，我哋就快咩啦？呢個唔餓啊？
唔餓。
你唔餓？哦。I asked my mom, "Are you hungry?" And she said, "No." And you should say yes. Because this is going to be so good. This is one of your favorite. Okay? When this is nice and done, you're going to make a sauce. 1/4 cup of chicken broth, a tiny bit of extra soy sauce. She's observing me, make sure I do the right thing to make it hot and spicy. Put a tiny bit of chili oil or pepper sauce and a tiny bit of 1 tablespoon of dry sherry. And then you thicken it up. This is exactly the way my mom always taught me how to do it. Thicken it up right here. And then we are going to stir this in. This is how my mom used to teach me how to do it. Exercise, when it's done, we're going to put it right over here. Look at this. Wow. Sensational. 好嘛，你同我揸住㗎啦，拎放呢碟喺呢度嚇，咁然後咧，我哋一過嚟呢度，我哋要煮啲嘢。I told my mom we're going to cook something unbelievable. Every time I work together, I cook with my mom. I always put her in the pedestal. So I am going to put. Now she is walking tall. Now, we are going to show you how to do a steamed tofu with shrimp mousse. This is also her favorite because it's very light, very healthy. So what we're going to have is some tofu here and some shrimp here. We have to cut this up. 你可唔可以同我斬碎佢，攞兩把刀嚇，斬完之後咧，放喺呢度。Then in the meantime, while she's doing that, I also do this. This is the fastest knife in the East, and this is the fastest knife in the West. People always say, people chop together, always stay together. That's the reason why we have been chopping together for 200 years. My mom is only 70 years old. She looked marvelous. When it's done, 搞掂啦係嘛？搞掂。哦，佢話 he said all done. This is how good she is. She is fast. I am impressed. Now when it's done, okay, let's put 放把刀喺嗰邊。In the meantime, this is done. We're going to marinate this. 攞個筷子同我攪勻佢 okay? Now here, we're going to marinate this. We have some water chestnut. 放啲花斬碎咗馬蹄。A tiny bit of cilantro, 芫茜 and a tiny bit of wine. And also a tiny bit of egg white and cornstarch. Okay? And then also a tiny bit of salt. And then in the meantime, I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this. Look at this. Cut this up. Put it right here. This is a soft tofu. Okay? There are firm tofu, medium firm tofu, and soft tofu. And this is soft and mellow like my mother. And we'll put this right over here. Okay? Normally, you do not have to put it right over here, but you can put it right over here because you do have to make a little hole, so it's easy. When this is all done, we will sprinkle. We will put all over here. We'll show you. This is how easy it is. Put it right over here. And put this right over here. And then we'll sprinkle a tiny bit of green onion and ham. Okay? Look at this. And when it's done, you take it out. And I want to show everybody when it's done. It looks so gorgeous. Look at this. This is beautiful. 1, 2. My mom is so excited. She is speechless. And she is the second person ever from her village get on public television station. And I am the first from that village. And look at how gorgeous this dish is. Now, next time, we'll do another wonderful dish, and would like to say thank my mother who taught me everything I ever know. And also, we would like to say, if Yan and his mother can, so can you.